Yep.
Okay, before we just jump straight into this, I want to first start off by saying that this whole entire conversation, you need to be 110% honest. Whether I didn't help you, I ignored you, I was absolute shit, or you didn't get anything from this, I want you to be honest. Regardless of what you say, this is going to be posted and everybody can see it, and I just want it to be very authentic, very truthful, and very honest, because the whole entire point of this call is to just let people know about your experience personally. Like, other people's experience are going to be completely different, but I want to know about yours, and so does everybody watching this video. So you promise to be 110% honest the whole entire thing. Yeah? Okay,
Gotcha,
cool.
bro.
All right.
Of course, bro.
Perfect. Let's just jump straight into it. First off, can you quickly introduce yourself? Who you are, what you do, and how long you've been in this reselling industry?
I'm Nas. I'm 17 years old. I've been reselling sneakers for almost 2 years now. I mainly wholesale sneakers as well as recently started doing whatnot.
How long have you been in the game, did you say?
Almost about 2 years, like a year and 7 months now, I think.
What's your business model been?
Mostly wholesale for the past year, and then recently I've gotten also into whatnot, but still majorly wholesale.
Yeah. So before joining this program, I'm pretty sure you joined like almost exactly 2 months ago, so 60 days ago. What did your sneaker reselling business look like on a day-to-day basis?
Before or now?
Before, like 2 months ago.
I mean, I would just wake up, try and buy shoes, and make like $5 a pair.
Was it just wholesale, or like what else were you doing? I know you were selling spider hoodies for the longest time. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was mainly wholesale, sneakers wise, and then I also got into like a little bit of that one-to-one clothing. And then when I was wholesaling that was also like a good method, but it's just like not as good as it could be now, you know?
So to anybody watching this video, because I've talked to a lot of people who do that and who make decent money off that, like what's your advice to all these resellers who are selling not authentic goods in the clothing industry?
It's not worth it at the end of the day. It's like a thing to think about, because at the end of the day, it's going to make your business look like non-authentic and not really trustworthy if you ever do want to get into the authentic stuff. That's why I stopped doing it. But
Yeah, definitely. So what were some of the biggest struggles or challenges you were facing before we started working together?
Honestly, just being lazy, just someone there telling you like what you need to be doing, getting done, like there's stuff that I knew I needed to be getting done, but just someone reminding you every single day, being like, hey, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing this, and just getting info on what I need to implement to push myself forward and not doing the tasks that don't push me forward every day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, how much were you making before you started working with us?
On the lower end months, I would say I was making around 3K a month, and on the higher end months, I was making probably 6,500 max.
Yeah, and that was just off of like the spider and just like wholesaling and just flipping shoes as fast as possible, pretty much.
Yeah, I would literally just wake up, buy as much as possible, and I had like maybe 3 to 5 good sellers that I would hit up every single day and sell it to them, and then as well as that, I would wholesale like fake clothing, like you're talking about, and fake AirPods.
The fake AirPods is wild, bro.
That's a good loop still. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I still do that behind the scenes to this day. I don't post about it, but it's a free couple hundred a month, so why not, you know?
That's fair, yeah. So how did, those challenges of you being lazy and, not getting done what you know you needed to get done make you feel about your business at the time?
Just like feeling like you're stuck all the time. Like, I know I need to be getting this done, but it's just like, what do I need to be doing? Like, I was just like stuck. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, were you treating it like a business, or was it like a side hustle?
I feel like I was still treating it like a side hustle. I cared about it a lot, obviously, but I just wasn't putting in the work that needed to be getting done.
Right. At that point in time, did you feel like this was something that was going to be sustainable long term, or did you not really know what your reselling business was going to look like the next day?
I mean, it was pretty stable, I felt like, but it's just like I wanted more. It just wasn't enough for me, you know?
Right. Yeah, definitely. So when it comes to joining our program and reaching out to us, obviously I know you were a little bit hesitant once you did, join and we actually started doing this. What made you decide to actually join?
Just like honestly, you being like the same age as me, I mean, I kind of felt comfortable. I was super like scared to send the money. I thought you were going to scam me or something like that, but
yeah.
I mean, I just took trust. I was like, fuck it. I sent you the band or whatever to start off with. And then after that, it just honestly was a great decision.
Yeah.
I don't regret it at all.
Yeah, it's awesome. So obviously you had some hesitations or concerns before you were joining. What exactly helped you overcome those specifically?
I don't really know. Just wanting to actually take to the next level and being like, it's only 3K. Why not? It's not going to make or break my whole life. And at the end of the day, it's like I made that money back within the first 2 weeks. So it's like.
Right. Yeah. Damn, bro. Within the first 2 weeks?
I mean, I closed a deal with someone that is inside the program as well. Like the connections were worth it. Like I'm comfortable saying I would pay $5K for the connection just inside the mentorship.
Yeah, bro. That's
just because the money I've made off of those people alone.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's one of the most valuable things to you. What is like the most valuable thing that you took away from this whole entire program?
The connections, number one, as well as like you and Gabe, if they don't already know Gabe, it's like I text you guys with something that I'm struggling with or something that came up as a problem, and like you guys don't even text me back. You guys just call me and just like talk to me for like 10 to 30 minutes. Maybe I was on the phone with Gabe one time for like an hour and a half and just helped me through a problem. And after that, it's like it just pushes you forward way faster than if you're doing everything on your own.
Yeah, and I mean, to anybody and everybody watching this video, I say this all the time in my videos, the whole entire point of joining a program and learning from somebody who's doing what you want to do at the highest level is to skip the trial and error process. Because Nas, obviously, bro, you were going through a lot of different trial and errors and, you know, trying to figure out what exactly worked and what exactly you need to double down on. I mean, do you feel like what we did, we kind of just told you what worked rather than the trial and error process? Or like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, like you told me in the beginning, like I was kind of just like running in a circle. Now I'm just like doing the things that has pushed me forward every day instead of just like running in a circle, you know, like yeah. You're telling me like not have other people, not be doing the low income skills and only be doing the stuff that makes me the most money, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And how has this program made you look at your sneaker reselling business differently? Whether, you know, we were in kind of the side hustle phase. Once you first joined, how did we transition into treating it like a business?
I mean, I would say when you told me you don't want to be like running on a treadmill, you want to like be pushing it forward, you know? I don't really know how to explain it, but I've definitely been pushing the business forward and not been stuck in the same spot like I used to be.
Do you feel like this is a business or this is a side hustle?
Definitely a business now.
Do you feel 100%. Like this is a sustainable business long term?
100%.
Where do you?
As long as I keep pushing forward, there's no reason why I couldn't grow any more than I already am.
Yeah. Where do you see, you know, your business, let's say 6 months from now?
6 months from now? I see myself. What do you mean by that?
Like, where do you see yourself? Like, how much do you want to be making? What do you want your business to look like?
I want to be mostly on the buying side. Everybody else be doing like all the packing orders and stuff like that. I have been doing a lot of whatnot recently, so I want to have that kind of automated to where I'm not really doing any of the streams. I already don't do any of the packing or anything like that. I want to have like 3 to 4 really, really good employees that work consistently, as well as I want to be making like 15, and this might be a little bit of a high goal, but 15 to 30K a month if I can get there.
Bro,
I feel like if I put in the work, I definitely can.
Trust and believe, bro. It's possible. It's very, very possible. You know, our guy Frank in here, this dude told me that he made like fucking 10K in like a week. So
Frank's the dog.
Yeah, if he can do it, you know, why can't you? But what specific results have you seen since joining? Whether it's your sales revenue, consistency, sourcing improvements, etc. Like what have you taken away from this?
I mean, I've definitely closed bigger bulk deals. I closed a 400 or 500 pair deal about 3 weeks ago, with a connection that I got only because I joined the mentorship course, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
If I didn't join, I wouldn't have got that deal, and that deal made me at least 2K easily at the beginning of the month.
Yeah. As
well as I hit my first 10K month last month. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you feel like we took you to the 10K month? Do you feel like what we did, our program, contributed to you actually hitting that, or do you feel like you would have been able to do it, you know, at the same speed as if you were not working with us?
I would definitely not at the same speed. I would not have hit it last month. I did make a lot of money with one of the connections in this group. I don't know if anybody knows Mickey, but Mickey is one of the best connections in this group. I would say that I wouldn't have got there as quick. I know I would have definitely hit a 10K month at some point in my career, but not as quickly as I did.
Yeah. And then, so as far as like your transformation and the future of your business, how does your business and mindset feel now compared to before?
I mean, I just want to treat it like a business. I don't want to be running around doing the bullshit that doesn't make me money. I just want to do the stuff that's pushing me forward to my goals and making me the most money, you know?
Right. Yeah, definitely. And what goals are you working towards now? And I know we kind of touched on this a little bit, that you feel are like actually possible.
15K month. I'm working on that. That's my next big profit month goal. As well as just like this month, I haven't been focusing as much on profit, but I've been focusing on automating my business, you know, getting better systems, because that's the thing that can push me forward to get to that 15K month.
Yeah, bro, and definitely more than that. If you put the right systems and automations in place and you delegate what needs to be delegated that's not worth your time, you know, maybe you don't make as much money in August as you think that you should, but in Q4 you're making like 3x what you have been making, you know, in August and Q3. You know what I mean?
That's the goal.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the goal, bro. And then, so some advice for the viewers: if someone is watching this, they're on the fence about working with us, hopping on a call with us, or even reaching out to us, what exactly would you tell them?
I would first tell them to think to themselves, how much is this investment going to affect their business? Can they still operate their business normally without this money? And if the answer is yes, I can operate it without this money, just join the fucking course. Like, it's going to push you forward. Like, it's going to be the best decision you ever made, You're going to push yourself forward way faster than you would yourself.
Right. So the investment that you made once you first started, how much do you feel like you've made off of that? Whether it's like 5x, 2x, 3x, like obviously you've made back your money. How much do you feel like, you've multiplied that just from what we've given you?
I'll say like 2 to 3x confidently.
Yeah, bro. Within 60 days, bro, it's fucking good. And then what's one piece of advice that you would give to a reseller or somebody who wants to get reselling or into reselling who was in the same spot you were, or even, not in the same spot, even somebody who's just flipping shoes on the side and not really making that much money before they would join this?
Like, what should they do right now?
Well, I mean, like, what's a piece of advice to them, like, who was in the same spot as you before? Like,
just start treating it like a business. You know what needs to get done. If you don't want to do the work, you're not really going to succeed in the end of the day. If you put in the work, you're going to succeed, obviously.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, bro. So for anybody else watching this video, what else do you have for them?
Just grind, do what needs to be done, and you'll succeed 100% of the time. Whether it takes a month, a week, or a couple of years, you're going to succeed as long as you put in the work.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And I tell people all that. I tell people all that time. If you just get to work and do what you know you need to do on a daily basis, your chances of becoming successful and hitting your goals, they're inevitable. They're gonna happen eventually, especially if you manifest it and you put it out into the world. You know what I mean?
You just gotta do what needs to get done, and then you're gonna hit them 100%. Like, there's no way you're not.
Right. So as far as like once you were exactly in the program, a lot of people when they join programs, course mentorships, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people have fear that the person that they're paying, like their team, they're not going to reach out to you as much. They're not going to be there to talk. How responsive and communicative do you feel like me and Gabe were to you specifically?
I mean, I would say 99% of the time, if I call you guys are picking up, and if you guys don't pick up, I'm getting a call within 30 minutes to help me without whatever I need. As well as just shooting them a text. They always get back to it within 24 hours. And yeah, like, I was nervous about that too. But at the end of the day, you just gotta like put trust in the people that you're investing in, and it'll work out.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, me personally, this year alone, I've spent like 26K on programs and mentors, and every single investment that I've made with somebody who's doing what I want to do at a very higher level and way better than me, like I've seen ROI on it, and I've made a return on that investment. So it's ultimately been worth it at the end of the day. So do you feel like, working with me and Gabe and joining this program, like, do you feel like it was worth it? Like, do you feel like we've changed your perspective on your business for forever?
I mean, yeah, I'm getting the help that I need every single day, getting tips that I need every single day, as well as connections that have changed my business forever.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel like the group calls specifically, not the one-on-one calls, being able to hop on a call and talk to everybody else benefited your business? Just hearing where everybody else was.
Just seeing like how everybody's growing, and then just seeing their problems and implementing the fixes that can fix their problems into my business so I don't have the same problems.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, for somebody watching this video, do you think that if they were to join and they were to work with us, do you think that they would get ROI in their investment? Like, do you think that they would make more than they invest and it'd be worth it?
I would say maybe not as fast as I did, but it's 100% you're going to see a return on investment as long as you put in the work. Obviously, if you join the course and don't do shit, you're not going to get a return.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, that's what I tell people all the time. And you want to be the guy who's asking the most questions when you invest in somebody. You want to be the dude who's borderline annoying just because of how many questions you have, whether they're retarded questions or not, because that means that you're very, very engaged and you want to win more than the next guy. Like you personally, bro. I remember at the beginning, Gabe sent you a text message and was like, what is, some questions that you'd want to implement into our video or whatever. This dude literally sent like a paragraph, like 50
Maybe
different answers. Dude, that was funny as hell. But it really goes to show, like, out of everybody in there, you've probably asked the most questions, and I think that's part of the reason why you're so successful and you're doing so well at such a young age. Only being in here for 2 months, it's just because you want it more than the next guy. And something else that I've learned with like Mickey, for example, too. Mickey was one of the very few people when we got on a call with him and we told him what we were offering. He was like, yeah. Like, when can I start? Can I start today? And like people who don't hesitate and know what they want, as well as who are willing to be the dude in the room asking the most questions, showing up to every single call, and just wanting it more than the next guy, they see so much success. You specifically, bro, I don't think you've missed a single call. A one-on-one call, you've scheduled a one-on-one call every single week with me, every single week with Gabe. You've came to every single group call, regardless of if we scheduled it the next day or not. And it's just crazy to me to like see how far that you've came specifically, and the fact that you were able to show up to every single one of these calls. Because like we have guys in there who like aren't doing nearly as good as you and aren't in a position like you, and they don't show up to the calls at all, or they don't reach out to us. And I'm like, that's probably why, you're not seeing the ROI that you want to see, because you're not putting your all into this. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, like if I have a question, I literally ask you and I implement it, and boom, my problem's fixed and I'm back to making money.
Yeah,
so it's like
definitely.
No reason why people shouldn't be going in the calls, and that's one of the biggest benefits of being in this group.
Definitely. What do you feel like we could implement to this program that you don't think that we have?
Maybe like a reward for like hitting goals or something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. I don't really know, because like it's pretty good so far, honestly.
Yeah. So you feel like everything that you've got, is enough, and you feel like that we've helped you?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely, if I like sat down and had like a while to think about it, there's probably something that I can come to my head, but like right now it's like everything that I could need, I kind of have.
What do you, apart from the connections, what do you feel like is the most valuable thing? Because I know once you join this program, I told you on the first call, I was like, look, like we give you all this information and all this value and this step-by-step guide, etc. But like the biggest piece of value is us, and us being able to critique your business. What do you feel like was your biggest piece of value apart from the connections?
Literally being able to pick up my phone and say, hey Siri, call Brayden, or hey Siri, call Gabe, and you guys answer and give me the answers that I need.
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel like there's any questions or anything that we haven't been able to answer, or that we've led you wrong?
Not really. Kind of just give me like the information that I need to hear, or if I'm having a problem and I'm doing something in the wrong, you tell me what I need to do so I don't end up doing the wrong thing.
Right. And a little bit of context, guys. There was this one day where Nas called me, and he had a really bad situation with one of his sellers, and he said some not so nice things to sellers, the seller that he was working with. And I was like, bro, regardless of, if you're going to work with the dude ever again, or if he's fucking you over, as long as he didn't scam you specifically, you need to keep that relationship on good terms with him. Because guys, anything and everything that's said in a DM with your logo, your face on it, your name, whatever, can and will be used against you when you become successful. Ever since I became successful, there's shit coming up from like literally a year ago when I first started reselling, when I told somebody to fuck off when they lowballed me, and like, it is what it is. It's a part of the game, but people will envy your success once you start doing better than them, and they will start using it against you. So you really have to sit down and weigh the pros and cons of telling somebody to fuck off, because it will be used against you later, and people will get bad blood from that. You know what I mean?
100%. Like now I'm chill with the dude again. I actually bought those shoes maybe a month ago, and I just sent him the label to ship them yesterday too. Just crazy. I mean, at least I didn't burn that bridge all the way. He still
right. And see, the worst part about the sneaker reselling industry is that there's so many shady people in this industry, and there's so many young kids. Like, let's be real. Like, this industry is literally ran by fucking teenagers, which is surreal. Like, you and me are both teenagers. We're both around the same age, but it's like the maturity level within this business, it's so low, and so many people look down on sneaker resellers because it's literally ran by kids. And like, it's such a crazy industry, but if you can stand out amongst all of those kids and have a high maturity level, as well as treating this like an actual business and an operation, you will succeed and you'll go very far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you treat it like a business, I mean, it's going to treat you like a business, whether it's profit or whatever it may be.
So right around when you started reselling, I think you said it was about 2 years ago, did you think that like this would be your future? Like, did you think that you'd be making $10K a month off of this business?
Fuck no, bro. Like the first month I started reselling, bro, I think I made a band my first month, which is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
But after that, it's just, I stick to that band for like about a year, and then I just didn't think I would ever get to the next level. And then all of a sudden, like, I just started putting in work, and then you just watch your shit scale.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy as how that we're able to make the money that we're making off of literally selling shoes. Like, we're making people's salaries and monthly salaries in like a couple days, if not a week. And it's so Like, we're just kids, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you're still in high school. I'm still in high school. Most of the people we're working with are under the age of 18 and still in high school. So it's just,
Insane.
it's so surreal. And, you know, for anybody watching this video, it really goes to show that it's possible. It's very, very possible. Me and Nas are both living proof that you can make double, if not triple, quadruple, 10 times the amount of a normal person's salary off of just reselling shoes, bro. So,
like I'm saying, like the first day of this month, I made more money than most kids in my grade are gonna make this probably the whole month.
yeah, bro.
It's
And I
just
mean,
insane. Literally off one text message too.
right. And I mean, I don't really look down on broke people. I don't try to look down on broke people, but I do look down on people who aren't doing anything to better themselves or aren't happy in life and they're complaining about it. So for somebody watching this video, you know, who's not necessarily super happy with their position, they don't like that they're only making $15 to $25 an hour and they are sick and tired of fucking talking to their boss every single day, just message me directly and I can show you how me and Nas alone are gonna make multiple six figures off selling shoes this year. So.
Insane.
Yeah, no, it's very, very crazy. How have your...
Honestly, now you're helping me like put my business in a spot to where it's like I don't even have to be in my office to be able to make money.
And that's,
I can really just leave and make money.
yeah, and I mean, that's the goal, bro. Our goal with our business as a whole, my business and your business, is to be hands off. So that way, if you have to go handle some business, everything is still operating normal. I honest to God think that if you're an entrepreneur watching this video within the reselling industry or even e-com as a whole, and you're making 5 to 10K a month, there's no reason in hell you should be doing any manual labor. If you're picking up boxes, if you're doing any of that shit, it's simply not worth your time because that task is costing you so much time, energy, and effort that needs to be put into something better, you know, because we're all going to die one day. Like, we're not going to get that time back. Pay somebody who is willing to put their time into that or willing to learn from you, etc. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I've done, and it's helped me, and like it makes me more money because I could be taking a phone call while there's other work getting done, and like you and Gabe say a lot, you make the money when you're buying the shoes, not when you're selling them.
Exactly. And I think I've made a few videos in the past about this. Like, you make money when you buy a shoe for $50 that you know you can sell for $70, not when you actually sell the shoe, because you wouldn't have even invested in the shoe if you didn't think you were going to make money off of it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, trying to think if there's anything else. Is there anything really big that we haven't mentioned yet that me and Gabe said that you know might have stuck with you for forever?
I mean, just honestly, you just got to put in the work. I mean, that's the biggest part, honestly. A lot of people don't put in the work, and that's why they don't see success.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Do you have anything else for anybody watching this video?
Fuck it, just send Brayden the money, and they'll help you out and get you to the next level.
Bro, that's awesome, bro. I appreciate it. Do you have any questions for me or Gabe or anybody watching this video? Do you have anything?
Not really.
No? Okay. Awesome. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I end this. It was a little bit faster with you, bro. You talk fast.
I know people be saying I talk fast as shit.
You talk a lot faster than Mickey. Mickey would be given like just like very, very long answers to questions, which isn't a bad thing, but you know what I mean? So I think that's pretty much it, bro. I appreciate you hopping on here, and we can end it there.